Goff. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Lions and the Falcons on EA Sports.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Lions now. Opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On play action, they'll throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Oh, he fakes a spike. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. The Falcons at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. With the ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's when we have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Striker. 3-3. Striker. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Gone. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Now it's gone. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Goff on 1st down. Open man right side is St. Brown. Down inside the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 41 yards. And the Lions are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Kyle Pitts returns to the field along with the rest of this offense for the upcoming series. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Into the hands of London. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Back to throw again. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Setting up the screen, here's Algier. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go. Here we go. Hurry.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Algier now up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 29-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Gone. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson from 6 yards away. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Starting the drive with Algier. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Goff now looks to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Goff.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
On the counter, here's Algier. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Lions offense set to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
On first down, Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On 2nd and 10, Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. Goff throwing again.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 20-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Algier going straight ahead.
And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here. Lion that's shaken up.
Ready up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
So Jared Goff in the offense, down by 12. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Well, their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Now Goff on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
They'll run here with Algier.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Falcons tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Goff. And Anderson's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he finds Montgomery complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Again, Goff.
Montgomery, another target and catch. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Out of the gun, Goff.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you, too.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little.